So they only sold to other retailers, and that was their whole model. They were like, okay, hey, Matt, you know what, try it. So that was one of the first kind of split tests that I was doing, where it was doing, easily $1,000 a week, and then $1,000 it kept going.
That's like replacing the whole salary for you. Hey guys, this is Khalid Raja again. This is Launch Lab podcast. In this episode, we're going to talk about what it takes to win in Amazon, and then we're going to be interviewing like the top Amazon leaders. And I have right now somebody's called Matt. The Matt is a co-founder of Product Opinion, which is one of my favorite tools. I use it all the fucking time. I'm cursing right now, by the way.
Oh, good, yeah.
So, by the way, this episode has been sponsored by Launch Lab. Basically, it's like I develop multiple seven-figure brand and develop we last year alone made like close to 150 product launches, and we are very, very exclusive on who we're working with. And if you're interested, we can reach out to us. Let's go back to the Matt. Matt, why don't you just introduce yourself a little bit?
So yeah, a little bit about myself. My name's Matt, as Colin was saying. I'm CEO, co-founder of Product Opinion. Been selling on Amazon for well over 10 years. I like to say before it was cool when you could just put up anything and it would just start selling. Now, not so much. Times have changed, obviously. And happy to be here and chat about how we can make
That's awesome. See, one of the favorite things about this, I use it. Please touch this website at least 5 to 6 times. I'm not really like trying to promote them or whatever, but it really matters to me because I'm a super data guy. It works really well. But let's start from the beginning, right? How did you get first started, first of all?
Yeah, totally. So how I first started selling, so way back when I worked a pharmaceutical company, and they only did wholesale. So they only sold to other retailers, and that was their whole model. And I was thinking, well, hey, like, why not sell direct to consumer, right? You remove that extra step, you make more money. And it was a very small pharmaceutical company, and they were like, okay, hey, Matt, you know what? Try it. Let's see what you can do. So back then, wasn't even on Amazon. I was just building WordPress sites. I was using WooCommerce, I think it was, build up a little bit of a presence, and it took off. It actually did pretty well. It was selling a lot to direct to consumer. And then after that, Groupon was a thing. So we ended up putting the products on Groupon, sold really well. And it got me thinking, like, if these pharma products can do well, then what else could do well.
Yeah.
And what was interesting with Groupon is, in Canada at least, we ended up becoming one of the biggest distributors of physical products for Groupon. And it was like split testing all the time, because we were basically sending, every week would be a different deal, a different product, and everything was just being drop shipped, right? Everything was being drop shipped from China. So I got to test out like a whole bunch of different items and products. And it was good, but it was a grind, because it was like every single week I had to come up with a new deal, a new product, a new thing. And then that's where it kind of shifted, where I was like, well, hey, if I actually built a brand, then maybe I could get ongoing sales without having to keep, shoving these deals in front of people to make the sales.
So that's how you come up with like a differentiation of how we can able to do the split testing without spending so much time, just stimulate it and find a way that how we can able to make collect the data.
Yeah, exactly. And something more stable, right? So like with Groupon, it was like random deal. That's where I kind of got into Amazon, where I was like, well, hey, if I just made the brand and I could just put it on Amazon and make reoccurring sales without having these one-off deals, there's something there. There's an opportunity there.
So you worked in, you tried to place the product in Groupon, and you come to Amazon. So Amazon, you found the problem of like, again, split testing?
Yeah, so the split testing came. So the other thing I learned on Groupon was most of the products were just generic, right?
Okay.
So there's no brand, no whatever. You're just selling anything and everything. People are buying because it looks like a good deal. When you actually attached a brand name to the product, even on Groupon, it would sell more. So that was one of the first kind of split tests that I was doing, where it was, hey, putting the brand name, attaching the brand name to the product made it sell that much better. So anything I then started, and I also learned the lesson actually on Amazon, where if you don't have a brand name on Amazon, then anyone can just obviously jump on your list.
Of course, 100%. 100%.
One of the first products I sold actually was, I'm not an Apple guy, but I sold the 32 pin connector to the smaller, like modern day connector.
Okay.
Threw it up on Amazon, and like it was doing easily $1,000 a week, and then $1,000 it kept going.
That's like replacing the whole salary for you. When you get the initial time.
Oh yeah, it was like, this is, it kind of opened the mind. I was like, oh my God, this is cool. But, over time, people, other sellers jumped on it. So we had to come up with another product. And then obviously branding was super, super important for that.
No, my story is almost similar. So I bought a foldable water bottle and I bought it for like 20 cents each bottle.
Nice.
And I pack it into 3 and sell it for $19. That's how I made my first $1,000. Like
Cool.
buying $100 worth of water bottle and invest on like completely packaged in eBay and Amazon. That's how I made my $1,000. I mean, the best thing what you're learning is like what we're learning right now is like you don't need like a big amount to kickstart. The action is like most important for you to take than doing it a lot of analysis paralysis stopping you.
Yeah.
I mean, take an action.